FNaF 4 is a terrifying horror game. So terrifying, in fact, that I was afraid to play this game for the longest time. But I was afraid to play Granny for like 3 years when I was younger, but that doesn't matter now. I'm a changed man, and now a grandmother with a baseball bat doesn't scare me. But FNaF 4 still does. So today I'd like to take a look into every detail that makes this game the scariest all these years later. Right off the very start of the game, the menu is completely different from every other game's menu. It's a dark red image of a house, and at the bottom you can catch a glimpse of the elusive nightmare animatronics. The music is really fitting too. I think this is really cool. It's creepy and fits the vibe. Before each night, a little retro-style minigame plays, displaying the story of a child's week before its birthday party. I won't focus on the story here as much as the actual horror. Just know that these minigames provide a sense of discomfort, especially from its uncomfortable ambience. Loading the night up, you're greeted with a fancy looking font of the night and a picture of your bed, and then you're in. As soon as you spawn in, you're put in a child's bedroom. In front of you, you have a closet, 2 doors, and to your back, you have your bed. A child's bedroom as a premise is super cool, and pretty terrifying too. It allows the game to have a sort of personal feel, and the renders help with this wonderfully. The sound design brings back the amazing sound design from the first game. The main ambience track is a mix of wind chimes, dogs barking, a grandfather clock, and crickets chirping. It's reminiscent of a peaceful neighborhood at night, a far contrast to the horrors you experience in the confines of this little bedroom. Now, while I don't know why a bedroom needs 2 doors, it certainly does for the gameplay element of this game, which is pretty well designed somehow. For the first time in any FNaF game, audio plays an extremely crucial role in this game's mechanics. Why? Because you're forced to listen. Forced to listen to the abyss of the doorway for the sound of breathing, and if you don't hear anything, you flash a light in the hallway to clear the animatronics and their kill timers. Flash when they're in the hall and you'll see them backing off. However, if you flash them while they're too close, you'll be greeted with a terrifying jump scare. I think that jump scares aren't necessarily scary on their own, but with the right tension built up and not knowing if you'll see the ordinary or if something is going to be right up in your face is really good design. Now obviously this game would be really damn brain dead if it was just walking from door to door and listening, so you have 2 other threats to deal with. Freddy and Foxy, who both compete for one extremely important resource along with Bonnie and Chica. Since the cameras and power systems are gone, the game introduces a new most valuable resource: time. Foxy and Freddy have almost the same mechanic, but this means they're both competing for your time. Spend time closing the closet on Foxy? Well, Bonnie and Chica could be in their kill stage, and the next time you turn around, they could be ready to kill. And Freddy could be at the edge of his progression. This goes for everyone, creating a game of priority and managing the amount of time you spend on everyone. You also don't know if Bonnie or Chica are at your doors. This is the exact feeling of chaos FNaF 2 attempted to create, and failed even with 11 animatronics, and yet I feel FNaF 4 somehow did it with only 4 true threats. In my FNaF 2 video, I mentioned Foxy catching me off guard since flashing his hallway would instantly trigger the jump scare. However, FNaF 4 takes this up a notch since Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica all do this. Foxy acts as the music box of this game, yet doesn't feel forced in or that overtly annoying since you have a lot more leeway, and you don't technically even need to use the closet most of the time. If you keep Foxy out via sound cues, this punishment just doesn't occur, which is awesome since if you pay attention, you're rewarded with easier gameplay. This is also the case with the fun with plush trap minigames, where you can listen to him and pay attention in order to skip 2 hours of the night. Yet again, rewarding being good and using your hearing skills to gain a benefit is awesome, and I truly believe FNaF 2 could have benefited heavily from this. Since the game relies so heavily on sounds too, the danger indicator for the game is visual, with it being a black fade that quickly disappears and appears, and this does absolute wonders for the horror. You never truly know who's causing this or if it's multiple, and this danger ramping up in speed only ups the tension as you're trying to find the cause and deal with it before the jump scare triggers. It feels like you're constantly juggling every single threat, and I love that. You have to make choices on where you should spend your time fast too, as any second spent idle or in animation is precious time you could be using on other threats. Yet once the flickering stops, a huge wave of relief overcomes you. But this usually never lasts for long, though, as if Foxy's in the closet, you're bound to start seeing it again. And man, it just works so damn well. Everything in this game works to create a horrifying experience, and the fear of not wanting to get jump scared and the panic of trying to juggle everything everywhere all at once is just truly amazing game design. I love this game's horror design, and from the tension to the mechanics, it all blends into the game we got, Five Nights at Freddy's 4. I should state that while Fredbear Night and Nightmare Night do switch up the gameplay, I honestly think the original 4's gameplay is way more fun, but that's just my opinion, and you should leave yours in the comments, or subscribe, or something. We might be able to break out of the niche YouTube section of YouTube on YouTube. Okay, this was Trinex. This is my rant on FNaF 4 and why I love it. Goodbye. Yeah. Also, the music you're in the background now, it's played by me. Very cool, isn't it? Yep, thank you. Okay, check out my FNaF 2 video. Oh my god, it actually hurts. Jump.